Welcome back to the 2015 Simple Green U.S. Open here in beautiful Fountain Valley, California. We're at Los Caballeros Sports Village. Easy for me to say, Caramac, as you sit in here to start this men's open doubles final. The top two seeds eliminated here. Cara, it was our #1 seed world champions Robbie McCarthy and Dermot Nash, knocked out by Southern California upstarts Mondo Ortiz and Vic Perez.
That was a big one to watch yesterday. You know, Mondo just taking that one down almost on his own.
Yeah.
It was pretty incredible.
And then you've got the third seed, Emmett Peixoto and Paul Brady, advancing to the final. Not a big surprise, but tournament organizers not seeding them in the top two because they'd never played together before, and based on Paul's recent history in doubles, pulling out and not necessarily being that interested, they were given the 3 seed, but they've dominated 2 opponents en route to this final, and have to say they're probably the favorites coming in here this morning.
Did you notice, though, in their match yesterday, and I know it's also because Paul had the finals this morning, that he let Emmett do a lot of the work. Do you think that's going to be the case today because of the match that he had this morning, or do you think he's going to step up a little bit more here in this one? Not saying that he didn't step up in the last one, but he did. I mean, he still had that finals to come to this morning that I felt like Emmett was taking a lot of it in.
Yeah, you know, I think Paul has a lot of respect for Emmett. Emmett loves doubles. He's very enthusiastic. He's happy to be playing. And Emmett knows that Paul is focusing on the singles, so he's going to try and take a little bit more of the load. But as you saw, Paul stepped it up when he needed it yesterday. And Emmett Peixoto has played actually more handball than Paul. He just lost an 11-8 tiebreaker in the 5th place final just about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, Emmett will be feeling some fatigue, and Paul will probably be the fresher player between he and Emmett. And I think you'll see Paul step up today and probably have a good time in there, more so than you're used to seeing him in singles. I think he'll be a little bit more relaxed.
Which one's the ball?
Probably has a little bit of a sense of relief after winning the championship this morning. I know talking to him yesterday, he was not too excited about the way he played in the semifinals, that I think he went home and did a lot of reflecting, or at least he said he was going to, and then coming in and being able to put Moreno away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
21-4
the
in that one.
doubles open finals.
Care, we are going to welcome in Dave Vincent.
From San Francisco and Ireland, Emmett Peixoto and
As
Paul
we
Brady.
see Emmett Peixoto and Paul Brady serving first here in this men's open doubles final.
From LA, Armando Ortiz and Vic Perez. Zero.
That announcement there from the referee.
Cut out.
This is the first time that Emmett and Paul are playing together. Who does Emmett typically play with, Dave, when he's in doubles?
Well, it used to be Dave Chapman in a lot of ways. But Emmett is one of those players that is so good at doubles that he plays with whomever he feels inspired to play with. And Andy Nett, Charlie Shanks. You see him kind of float around with his doubles partners. Dave Chapman more so as of
1-0.
the last few years, sort of. But
half out.
Emmett wasn't too picky about who would be his doubles partner. He would just win with whomever he played with. It just seemed to be just a very good doubles player. He would pick somebody on the right side that he felt that could bring him some points, wouldn't make too many mistakes.
Well, then I guess it was a good choice to pick Brady. Not making the mistakes.
Well, he would probably be in the finals with whomever he picked. That's kind of how Emmett is in doubles. Always strong, semifinal type final appearances. I think even more confident in doubles than singles.
2-0.
And Mondo, you can kind of say the same thing. Oh,
over.
That's going to be called over because Mondo almost got a hand on that.
2-0.
It's a beautiful shot there. Left-handed kill off the back wall from Mondo Ortiz.
3-0.
I don't think I remember seeing Emmett or Paul in the gallery watching the doubles match of Mondo and Vix yesterday, seeing how much he took that over. Mondo did.
Well, with the ESPN app, you don't really have to be in the crowd.
That's true. Maybe they did. They should be forewarned then that you get them going.
Point.
Ortiz and Perez jumping out to a nice 5-point lead here
5-0.
in game number 1.
Point. Six or 0.
It helped a few people, actually. People were asking how to install the app on their phone.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You just go to
easy.
the App Store and look for Watch ESPN.
It's still assisted.
But right now I've noticed that even with smart TVs and a lot of devices just have it automatically on the device itself. It's just, it comes stock, as they say.
Point.
We have a smart TV that has it on there. Look at this shot from Paul Brady. Super slow-mo, back wall, sets his feet, leaves it way up. And what Mondo's been doing here in doubles is absolutely remarkable. Now scores a 7th point. How confident Mondo is right now. Paul Brady flips the ball back. Mondo just jumps right in, taking charge here for Team Perez.
7-0.
He seemed a little defeated after his quarterfinals match, singles. And so yesterday, just really seemed to be enjoying the doubles.
Yeah.
And how well he was doing here. When he looks that confident, he just looks like he's just really enjoying it too.
8-0.
Who wouldn't, I guess?
Well,
He lights up like.
It's Sunday and you're still playing handball. And look at that fadeaway left-handed kill shot from Mondo Ortiz. And right now he is leading off where he left off yesterday. And I think Paul Brady thought about calling a timeout there, walked toward the door, and then, I mean, when do you call a timeout? You call it at 10-0 in the finals of a doubles? This is all Mondo Ortiz here.
Yeah.
10-0.
I
mean, you can't even get this serve back.
I think I need to help Emmett and Paul install an app on their phone and have them watched yesterday to see this. Now this one, it went down yesterday as well when they played the #1 doubles team.
Zero serves 10.
I mean, look at Mondo Ortiz. I'm so surprised that he can still have this much verve here on finals day. And some would say, oh, well, he was bounced out of singles early. But no, he's
Zero serves 10.
Bounced out of singles early, but playing doubles late and 2-on-1 doubles at that in a lot of ways. And no disrespect to Perez, who's been very consistent and is exactly what a right side player in this scenario should be doing, just letting Mondo do his thing.
10-0.
I've seen a lot of right side doubles players disrupt the flow of their powerhouse left side guy. Look at Mondo again.
After talking to him about his match against Brady, though, and how badly Brady had beat him, maybe he's just wanting some revenge right now. Maybe he's like, I could still stick it to this guy this weekend.
Yeah, and only scoring about 5 total points against Brady.
That's what he was saying.
And everyone's saying, well, that's how much Brady is better than everybody else. But then Mondo's saying, wait a second, I'm going to get some of that back, that negativity back from those fans out there. And boy, has he. The ball skipped in. Another point now. Ortiz Perez 11-0.
12-0.
Make that 12-0. Paul should tee off on that, and does. Hits it where the vacated Vic Perez was located.
12-0.
I should say wasn't located. You see, watch Vic Perez here. He's stepping back toward Paul here. Takes a step back toward Paul, and if Vic was taking that same migration forward, he could have fallen forward. Instead, he had to plant his feet and try to jump and get back into the same place that he left.
0-12.
See what happens when Vic steps in front of his partner who's hot?
Right.
1-12.
And that's the first point for Team Peixoto.
Second serve. Over.
Ball hit Paul on the way up. Don't know if our broadcast crew can get a picture of the food
1-12.
van that we have next to our broadcast van, but that's kind of a neat thing that they do here at the Simple Green US Open. Really neat, actually.
Yeah. I imagine one crew member would really enjoy to get a picture of that because he loves his in and out.
I know one crew member that would love to get one of those, the result of one of those.
Exactly. We should bring it to him because he is the hardest guy.
Let's forget about the picture. Let's talk about let's talk about the actual food that comes out of that van and putting it in front of the broadcast booth here for sampling purposes.
Short.
I would have to say Chris Garrett does deserve that first burger, though.
Second serve.
That's fine. He can take the first one, but the second one, he just gets one bite, and the rest of it comes over here. And that's a Paul Brady back wall kill shot. And now the fourth point. And did Team Peixoto wake up here? Look at this.
He makes those shots look easy.
Somebody once said, you know, it's like, well, all of the pictures that you post on your website or Facebook are always Paul Brady or Luis Moreno. You know, why is that? It's like, well, they look so good when they hit the ball that how can you not post that picture?
I was trying to take some on my phone, and you know how they all appear blurry because the whip moves too fast to ever be caught, and all of the pictures look so good, although they were blurry. And I was sharing them like, if only I was taking this with a better camera because they just look so good, but they're just so even blurry. It was both Moreno and Brady pictures.
Yeah.
Like, they're still so good. I'm still going to
12
tweet it out.
Screen.
You need the pro settings on your camera, or you need to update your camera phone.
Short.
Yeah, I have the
Is
Galaxy.
that another app that I probably don't.
I have the Galaxy 6 Plus Edge, and it's it has these pro camera features on it that allow you to change the ISO and shutter speed so you can get those real pictures. Sorry that you don't have that.
No, I don't.
Different pay scale, I guess.
I just know my kids would break my camera, then or my phone, and
12-4.
so I guess just more misbehaved kids than you have.
Yeah, and you have better pictures. Big setup here for Mondo Ortiz. Goes bottom board again. Paul Brady flips it back out. Mondo Ortiz back down the middle. What does Paul do? Now Paul's starting to take this over. And Mondo makes a mistake. Side out, and you see Paul Brady getting pushed by Emmett, saying, get over there. I'm going to stand here, you stand there. I think Emmett's saying, you're staying on the left right now.
I'm wondering if Emmett also planned the color coordination.
I like that, actually. Big setup here. Has anybody ever hit the ball that hard before?
No, we've seen that come right at us. It's great.
I even flinched.
Shot.
Bad bounce. Both of them solid bad bounce.
And this is going to be called a bad bounce.
Both line judges saw a bad bounce.
Here it is here. See if you can do this with your 3D glasses on.
Over. Over.
Incredible.
4 serves 12.
That hole is located 11 inches off the front wall, and that was just one bounce and it hit the back wall. He's not going to miss 3. This is a pretty good.
Evan is on his back.
That's a pretty good doubles match we're watching right here. Paul Brady and Mondo Ortiz are just teeing off on this ball, and I'm surprised it hasn't broke yet. See, there's that one. That was actually shot number 3 right there. Mondo doesn't fail on the third one.
Four serves 12. Long. Second serve.
Oh, he skips it in, does Paul Brady. But he went for it as well.
Love change.
And there will be a 2-minute break. And we're going to take 1-2 here in the booth. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stick around for more action on ESPN3 as we stream on the Watch ESPN app.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Are you? 30 seconds. Scores 12, serves 4. Short. Second serve.
Second serve here. Be a big tee off here from Paul. Look how hard he hits that backhanded flip from Mondo Ortiz. Doesn't make the front wall, and there's one half out. Vic Perez throws that ball there to Mondo, who now will serve. Look at that little
12
flip.
serves 4.
Nice shot there from Vic Perez. Big setup here for Mondo. What does he do? And skips it in. Live and die by that shot there, Kara.
4 serves 12.
You're going to live and die by a shot. That would be the one to live and die by, though, right?
Point.
Yeah, well, he died by it again, and now there's a point.
5 serves 12.
And Mondo will go through these lulls, but then on the other hand, you have to say, well, I mean, he's making outrageously crazy
Second serve.
kill shots, 8 or 9 in a row. He has to miss a couple, right? I mean, he can't continue to keep doing that.
Still at a pretty high percentage.
Watch Paul. He's trying to push everybody back.
Point.
Mondo now in one of those lulls. I think that's L-U-L-L, not L-O-L.
6 serves 12.
It's kind of an LOL the way I try to say it.
About
A little bit of momentum broke there. Peixoto tries to
6 serves
snap
12.
a fish shot to the roof. You know, back in the old days, the Pro Tour would have doubles also in the pro stops. Race Rate Tour doesn't have it yet, one day maybe. But Peixoto seemed to win all of those.
What makes him a good doubles partner?
Well, he just has a command and knowledge of the game and how it's supposed to be played. There's a lot of players that are singles players that don't play a lot of doubles. And they just don't get it, you know, because it is completely different.
12 serves 6.
It's like, I guess, it's hard for me to explain this, but it would be like if you were on a rowing team and you were just on a single-man kayak doing a sprint against other racers. And then all of a sudden someone said, well, you're the captain on the rowing team, and there's going to be 14 plus you, 15 on this kayak, and you're going up against others. Now, you don't even have a row in your hands. You're kind of the one that's barking out the orders. More to the left, more to the right. You have to really think about it, and your back is turned when your whole life you've been facing forward. So there's, I know it's a terrible analogy, but the point would be you're still in the water.
The first time you came up with that analogy.
No, I've never thought about it before in my life, but you're still in the water, you're still rowing, you're still in a race, you still have an oar, but now your whole perspective of the game has changed. And the thing about Emmett that's great is he can play left or right. And a lot of players just stay on one side. Like Vic Perez is a right side guy, and he would not be over on the left at all. Unless he's serving. And Emmett is completely comfortable taking over the game on the left side. Paul's over there on the left right now because Emmett saw that Paul was hot. And you saw when Paul walked out toward the middle and Emmett put his hand on his chest, that was Paul going over to the right wall saying because at that point Paul was playing the right side. And Emmett said, no, you're staying here.
I was wondering how the communication is working to know what side you're on at what moment. I don't really see them conversing very much. Everyone just kind of goes to their spot.
15 serves 6.
Well, Emmett stopped Paul and told him you're staying on the left, and that was the talk. But see, it took a smart doubles player to do that.
Point.
And now Emmett's clutching his own back here. And the 15th point. And I wouldn't be surprised if Emmett and even Paul Brady would switch again at some point.
16 serves 6.
Mondo and Vic Perez are pure left and right side players. They're only going to switch maybe during the serve.
Well, and Brady and Peixoto are probably figuring out right now if between the two of them being together, who's better on what side. I mean, I'm sure it ranges. There's probably guys who are, yes, I'm a right, yes, I'm a left, but playing together with
6 serves
people,
16.
you know you might be better on one side.
Yeah, and I also think that Paul just doesn't play a lot of right side doubles. I mean, why would he? But Emmett can do either, and he does them both about as good.
Point. Seven serves 16.
No bad bounce call there.
This is the quickest turnaround we have as far as tournaments go for the race. What's that like for you as far as this whole thing together? In 2 weeks from now, we're back in Tucson.
I'm really so upset that you brought that up. I just found a nice little zen moment here. The Santa Ana winds were blowing, and I was thinking of Michelle Pfeiffer. That's my go-to. That's my go-to place. And then you ruined it. Yeah,
it's your home, though. I'm excited.
Doesn't matter. That makes it worse.
Second serve.
Come check out your place and pet your dog. You have a dog?
I have a dog.
Point.
You'll be there. She's the best.
8 serves 16.
Hanna, H-A-N-N-A, Hanna, named after H. Anna Engel.
Really?
Yeah, H. Anna, Hanna.
She was a fantastic player. Oh wait, are we
16
talking about?
serves
We're
8.
talking about my dog. No, Anna. Yeah, we're talking about Anna Engel. Yeah.
Okay.
She won a lot of U.S. Open titles out here. Anna Engel's real first name is Hope. And that's where she would use the name H. Anna Engel. And so I got the H.
17
Anna
serves
for
8.
Hannah.
Got it. So you have the vet very confused because her
The vet
name
doesn't even
is
have a clue what's going on.
the period. They think it's just really.
Look at that nice
out.
dig there, but it didn't make it to the front wall. Half out. Now, the reason why Mondo Ortiz serves second is because that first serve
Shirt change.
affords
2 minutes.
Vic Perez
Score
to try to
17,
give Mondo as
serving
much
8.
of a break as possible, because it's been all Mondo. 75% of the game is all Mondo when it comes to Team Perez Mondo. So Perez will serve first and put Mondo on the right side, and now it's Perez trying to hold his own. Now it's his job to try to extend the rally as long as possible, to get as many points as possible, and not let his partner touch the ball. He wants him to actually go and take a rest. And that's why he serves first and goes to the left side.
Okay.
Okay, so what you want if you're Vic Perez is to score about 4 or 5 points and let Mondo hit about 2 or 3. And now he's sort of let his body recuperate. Now when they switch sides, you've got your powerhouse team playing the left, you've got your real format, and Mondo can do his thing and maybe recover and score a couple more points of his own. So that's why you see that flip there. But the difference is Emmett Peixoto and Paul Brady are playing. Emmett wants to stay on the right side, and he's leaving Paul on the left for all shifts.
Okay.
So Paul is not afforded that break. Emmett is serving from the right side with Paul on the left. It's a very awkward position to be in.
Who do you think actually establishes that? So with Vic and with Mondo, is Mondo kind of figured this out, like, hey, I need the break, can you be the first server? Or is it just
That's sort of a handball given, I think.
okay?
I think a lot of people do it and have never had it described why, and that's hopefully somebody gets
Yep.
something out of that. That's the reason why I brought it up. Okay, so that's why that's happening there. They won't even talk about it. They probably never have talked about that specifically. It's just the way they do it. But that's, that's why you do it.
Yep.
And then for Emmett's sake, they discussed it really briefly. We saw Emmett put his hand on Paul's chest. That was, we're not doing that. You're not coming over to the right side when I'm serving. I don't want to be over there. I don't feel comfortable right now. I think Emmett's got a sore back. You saw him grabbing it earlier, and I think he's saying, I'm going to be useless over on this left side, and our only hope is to have you over here. And Paul could just come back and talk to him more. I don't want to be here. They can actually have a discussion about it, but Paul's like, okay, I'll play here. This is a final, so if your partner says that they don't feel good about something, then you go, well, your mind starts going through that mental Rolodex of what can we do to eliminate where you don't have to use your back as much. And so you kind of put it in your computer, and then they think it through really quickly. Paul's not going to argue with his own doubles partner. I have seen some partners say, you need to play left. You go, no, I'm not playing the left. You're still going to do better than me, trust me.
Point.
And that's usually because of physical fitness.
18 serves 8.
And before this is all said and done, I still believe Emmett will be over on that left side, because that's where he does shine. Perhaps to start game number 2.
Over. Bad bounce. $18 serves 8.
But with what you're saying, you would think that they have thought about that, because it is the whole cardiovascular science. I mean, sprinters can't sprint the entire race. You sprint for that 45 seconds, then you give yourself the 20-second break.
But Paul Brady can.
18 serves 8.
Paul Brady can do a lot of things. I don't know if he'd be a sprinter, though.
Well, I can't see him failing at anything, so I think Emmett says, this is just going to give our team the best chance. Paul might think differently, but I think Emmett knows. Look at Paul. He's doing a lot of work here.
Hold it. 18 serves 8. Side out.
How hard is it to go from singles to doubles and have, I feel, when you look at the players hitting the ball from behind, so much
8
less
serves
room,
18.
wall room, because the players are in the way of where
Short.
you're hitting to hit around them. Because there's such a technical
Second
aspect to
serve.
that.
It's hard to do it. It's harder to do it from outdoor to going indoor.
Over.
That movement's kind of different because you've got the whole world out here, and
Okay.
you know, and then coming in now you're in confined space. But
8 serves 18.
I don't think it's really that hard because this game is about
Half out.
trying to trick your opponents. I'm going to hit to the left and get him out of position, and then I'm doing that on purpose so I
8
can
serves
hit the ball
18.
down the right. So when you're in there to hit it, you're not always going for offense. See, Vic was just hitting that ball back. He's not going to try to kill it, but Emmett is, and he gets a point there. But this game's a lot of chess work. There's a lot of setups. I'm setting you up for something I want to do, and your opponent is hitting the ball saying, "I'm setting you up for something I'm going to do."
9 serves 18.
It's back and forth. I don't think it's too hard.
Side out.
That was a crazy swing and miss there. Swing and catch from Emmett.
18 serves 9.
Emmett's not playing up front enough there. He was playing almost behind Paul Brady on the
19
right
serves
side.
9. Hold it.
Now is Perez playing outdoor this weekend as well?
Well, I don't
19
know.
serves 9.
He very well could have played outdoor three-ball doubles. Well, I'm not sure, though. But he normally would. So would Mondo. And Emmett's an excellent outdoor big ball player as well. Paul Brady's probably never even tried it. But we saw in Tracy,
19
California
serves 9.
2 years back where Emmett was just a couple points away from defeating some top players. And did well in the doubles there. We also found out that Sean Lenning, who's never played big ball, three ball, was excellent, beating the top 4 ranked player on tour this season, and 1 point away from beating the number 3 ranked player, Chava Cordova.
Twenty serves 9.
Score here 20-9. And this couldn't have happened at a greater time.
Game.
And there it is. We're going to take a break.
5
We'll be back
minutes.
in 5 minutes. Stick around. We'll have more action here on ESPN3 and the Watch ESPN app for game number 2. Stay here.
so I got to go in there ready to play.
Now it's 11-11. The winner will win the cup, and it all comes down to this.
Everything on the line on this point, Dave, all season for 1 point.
It's Juan Santos again. It's Juan Santos again. It's Juan Santos again. Juan Santos again.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Now, when you take the ultimate leap of faith from the top of the stratosphere, you could be our 200,000th sky jumper. An extreme adrenaline rush is just the beginning. You could win a 7-day Mexican cruise, a 3-night stay at Stratosphere, and a Take Vegas Back party package. Put sky jump at the top of your bucket list. Book your jump now at the Stratosphere. Visit stratospherehotel.com for details.
The Tucson Racquet and Fitness Club is your home away from home. Work out, relax, and refuel. All this and more can be yours. Call us at 795-6960 or visit TucsonRacquetClub.com. The Tucson Racquet and Fitness Club, where Country Club Road ends and fitness begins.
It's Timothy Green's first day at school.
What's in there? He's about to fall over.
Anything he might need. There's a box of tissues on the bottom and some Band-Aids. There's a whole first aid kit, actually.
Mom, I can handle it from here.
You don't have to be perfect.
Have a great day.
That's too much pressure.
Have the day you have.
To be a perfect parent.
There are 2 people in the world who want you more than anything. They'll make some mistakes, but they will love you more than you can ever imagine.
There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
There are no shortcuts to the top. Do you have what it takes? Desire is something within you, and only you. For when the ground falls from your feet, will you be the one to rise up? It's a long road to the top, but that's just what it takes to become pro.
What happened to Vegas? When did it become such a never-ending spray-tanned, foo-foo poser parade filled with socialites, celebutants, and VIP wannabes? What about the average Joes? The girls next door, you and me. It's about time the real people take a stand and take Vegas back. Right here, right now. You with me? Sign the Every Manifesto pledge at takevegasback.com.
Get a remarkable clean with non-toxic and biodegradable Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. Safe for all washable surfaces, Simple Green can be used indoors and out. Keep your home and our world clean with Simple Green.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
At shelters, you'll discover healthy and loving animals just waiting to become a part of your family. Why wait? You can make a difference in the life of an animal. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person and adopt your new best friend today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Short. Second serve. Point. One serve 0.
Are back here at game number 2 in a long rally. I'm just not sure Mondo Ortiz can duplicate that hotness that he had in game number 1.
Point.
See, now you see Emmett over there on the left side. See, so there is a difference here.
Point.
See, Emmett's migrated back. After Paul served, Emmett ran back to the back wall.
Maybe they talked during the
sure
break
they did.
as well.
Second serve.
You want to make those adjustments.
And there was a second serve, double fault. Paul Brady hits a long. Now Emmett, like I said, before the match ends, Emmett will be over on the left.
0 serves 3.
You know, you have been accused of writing the script for all this that happens on the weekends, and,
Yeah, I know.
and they just go along with it.
0 serves 3.
What
like
you're
Dave-
watching is all actually.
It's Dave TV and Truman Show together.
Point.
It's called Dave Truman TV Show.
It's all wrapped around your little finger.
1 serves 3.
Of course, some things might not have played out the way that I would think you'd have written them, maybe.
You're right. I did not hit the lottery while I was down here in Southern California.
2 serves 3. Point. I saw I hit it, but I thought it was going this way.
They can
I
appeal.
saw I hit the light, but I thought it was going sideways. It's going to come down. He appeals. Okay, he appeals. I saw I hit the light. I didn't think it was going to make it. I saw I hit the light, but I did not think it's going to make it. It bounced, but do you think it was going to make it? Do you think it was going to make it? All right, bad bounce.
And they will replay. Paul Brady giving the round of applause to the crowd.
Yes.
I should say the line
2
judges.
serves 3. Bad bounce. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Anybody who plays handball would know that
I didn't see how he hit the ball.
is what Mondo said.
Bad bounce.
And Mondo is correct in a way too, Kara,
2
because
serves 3.
we do know that when you hit an underhand shot like that, it has a reverse spin, so it's going to take, it's really going to check up on the ceiling anyway, but it's going to be played over anyway. Big setup. Paul will put this away. And doesn't.
Not yet.
See, right there, I was going to say it. Mondo's going to say that was the handball gods that made that. I was going to say that too. Decided not to. Mondo yelled out. Handball gods is what he said. See, now Vic is saying it slid before it hit Mondo.
Nobody saw it.
See Mondo kind of laughing there with his doubles partner.
Okay, we got it.
Short.
The handball gods made sure that Mondo got hit by the next ball to say, no, 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 no. That wasn't the gods that did that. These are the gods doing this. Big setup here, Mondo.
Point.
Even though the ball double bounced in front of Paul Brady right there, you see he was in just the right position to take that ball off that corner. Sometimes your doubles partner will go up and take away a shot. And I think Paul was trying to do that, but Mondo doesn't play that way. He goes for it anyway. He doesn't care where you're standing.
Talk about how the pictures are of Moreno and Brady. I think he hits the ball the same Brady does. 9 times out of 10, he has that golden spot where he's just whipping it, and that's why every shot looks good, is because the perfect form. Is that all in the footwork? All in how physically fit he is? Because we talk about how what's it going to take to beat Paul Brady, and
it's like muscle memory. You know, done it so many times that he knows where to plant his feet, and he has great timing.
But he plants. I mean, he hits the ball in with the same swing, same spot every single time. Where
it's just great timing. I mean, because we can all hit the ball in the same spot if we can just move our feet. You know, and it's a combination of having great footwork, great anticipation, just incredible timing, and the ability to do that sort of stuff.
Hold it.
For instance, you never see him usually take that swing. I just got to get it out there swing. He's usually always in that perfect fluid motion.
Point.
Yeah, that's the amazing part with the elite players, but they also are making minor adjustments that you and I might not notice. It looks like the same swing, but they kind of lift it up a little bit because they lifted their body up higher, but they're still hitting it in the same spot with their arm.
Point. Five serves 4.
Brady and Peixoto with the first lead of this match.
What are you appealing?
The serve, I believe.
All right. 5 serves 4. Short. Second serve. Point.
Another point there for Peixoto Brady.
6 serves 4. Hit him. 2 serves.
You don't quite see the Mondo energy that we were seeing in that first game.
6 serves 4.
How do they get the ball back?
Out. 4 serves 6.
Vic will get it, and he does. And he's still into the play here. Flips that ball back up to the front wall. Emmett's going to step in with the left, push it back to Vic again. See, Vic has given Mondo a much-needed rest here. See, Vic's hit 7 straight shots here. Mondo hasn't hit any. And I think this will be Mondo's first time. You hear him make that noise? Now Mondo's on the left. And look what Mondo does.
Yeah.
So much torque there. But see, Vic did give Mondo some
5,
time to
serve
rest,
6.
and what did Mondo respond with? A flat rollout,
Yeah.
scoring the point. And they flipped sides in the middle of that rally. See, Vic again. Now they've switched sides. Now they're back to Vic to the left again here. Playing more of an I formation. And there's another point.
Six serve 6.
This would give Vic a lot of confidence, scoring these points while playing the left side. Even if Mondo closes out the rally with a flat rollout,
Yep.
Vic is doing his job. He's playing and hitting most of the balls, allowing his power horse, I don't even know if that's a word, Mondo Ortiz to recuperate. Right now, if I were Vic, I'd go over there and tie his shoe for him as well. I don't want him having to bend over at all unless he's trying to kill the ball. Don't want my horse having to tie his own shoes.
Second serve.
You ever try to shoe a power horse?
No, I now want to look it up to see if it's a word, though.
It sounds like an energy drink. Here it is, big back wall setup. Yeah. See, now Mondo's trying to pump him up here. So, yeah, here we go, Vic.
Can't beep out soon enough. They're calling a timeout there?
No announcement from the referee, but
Oh, okay.
But there is a timeout. We're also going to take one right here. We'll be back in 60 seconds on ESPN3.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
After that timeout, we're back.
Saw Emmett get a little frustrated there before the timeout. Hopefully had a chance to regroup.
And look what Mondo Ortiz does there. Throws his whole body into that and gets another point. And another point scored here for Team Perez. Mondo setting up with the left hand, recoils. Paul lets it go, thinking that Emmett will be behind him. Isn't, though. Would have been tough for anybody to get. How does Mondo even get to that ball? It doesn't really matter. It's side out.
Point. You see there was a bad bounce, huh? Bad bounce. Bad bounce.
It is going to be played over.
Back wall. He caught it right here. Over.
Let's look here.
Bad,
this is
bad bounce. 6 serves 10.
This game is funny because
half out.
The referees a lot of times don't see the bad bounce. It's very hard to see it.
6 serves 10.
It's not their fault. You just can't see it. But sometimes the referees will just take the player's word for it.
Green.
And other times
take the ball.
They don't believe him. But it was so obvious that Mondo had a bad bounce. I mean, the second he hit it, he flipped his hand up. He saw the bad bounce. The line judge referee saw it.
Point.
But the referees sometimes will go with it, and then sometimes they won't. It's all about a feeling you get about how well the player sells it, I guess. Was it a bad bounce? We saw yesterday that when Paul Brady called a bad bounce, his referees instantly said bad bounce. Yeah, that's Paul Brady saying
10
it.
serves 7.
So it must be.
That's nothing you would actually call when you're playing, though, just on an everyday level, correct?
Yeah, you would call it every day.
Still say?
Yeah.
Bad bounce?
Yeah, if it's a bad bounce, it's a bad bounce. But see, the difference is on an everyday, let's say we're at a practice, is that your opponent already saw it too. And most of the time your opponent says, that was a bad bounce. You're going to take that?
10 serves 7.
And then if you play it in practice, then you don't talk about it. You just play through it.
I have to say, Marcos Chavez's dad might have me playing handball here soon. He said to me, he asked if I play. I said, you know, I've tried kind of on my own. It's a really hard sport. And he's like, well, yes. And he's like, so why you don't play now? And I said, oh, no, I guess I'm kind of a do or do not person. And he looks at me and he says, so you're a coward.
Gallery packed here. Marco Chavez and Sean Lenning for third place lost their first game against Team Ireland. Oh, that ball barely makes it up there. I don't know how that got to the front wall, but it did. Look at this right here. It's going to hit that left wall, set up.
Wow.
Nobody thought it was going to do that. Look at Mondo's reaction there to Vic's shot.
Big smile.
Hold it. Eleven serve 7.
Emmett just looking like he's reacting. He's not really going in with a plan. And
point.
Wow.
So Mondo hits that ball as hard as he can right at Brady's feet, saying react to this.
12 serve 7.
Now at 12-7. Well, that's a great serve right there. That's a reverse. He goes over to the top of the ball. It slides down the left, and there's a timeout called from Emma Peixoto. Throws his
13 serve 7.
his eyewear there. Watch what this serve does from this camera angle. It's going to go over the top. And that ball slices down that left wall.
How do you get that?
How do you get it?
Yeah.
You just have to. Oh, you can't get the serve. And when it comes to the.
Can't.
Well, when it comes to returning the serve, you can't. And when it comes to getting it, meaning how do you get it in your arsenal as a server, there's a lot of practice there.
Paul looks a little more lighthearted. It's on there during the timeout with Ashley and Riley. Smiles, wondering what Emmett looks like out there. He was the one who was frustrated leaving that court.
As he should be.
10 seconds.
And if you're tuning into handball for the first time, this leaf blower thing is just not normal. Has the first time in our history, we've never seen it before.
I have this reaction like it's a blow dryer or something.
Well, we've seen leaf blowers before, but we've never seen a leaf blower on a handball court before without leaves.
Oh, I've seen a leaf blower before, but I guess the indoor aspect.
Yeah, the indoor aspect is a little bit different. Dave Fink is back in the booth, and Dave, I know you like the leaf blower.
I love it. I don't want to ever play in a tournament without it.
Hey, Paul.
I'm surprised there's no sponsor stickers on that leaf blower. Simple Green leaf blower. This leaf blower has been brought to you by Simple Green. No,
well, it is though.
I know it is. I mean, literally brought to you by. They purchased one down at Costco.
Is that true? Did they really purchase one down at Costco?
No, I made that up, but
you always leave me thinking. Like, wait a second.
Costco is just right around the corner.
I was thinking I need a leaf blower. I might be going to Costco when I get home. And I thought you could not be telling the truth, and then I'd go to Costco and be really frustrated with you. Here we go.
Just trying to get you into the door. It helps my own Costco membership.
Point.
Mondo Ortiz just continues to pick up where he left off last night, Dave. Just really dominating here, and he's got Vic Perez holding down the fort on the right side. Vic Perez has made less than 5 errors in this entire doubles tournament combined. They call him The Rock, Dave. I know that Emmett Peixoto, known as The Rock, but Vic Perez is like Alcatraz Island.
Hold it, hold it.
He's an impenetrable
14,
force.
serve 7.
I can't spell it or pronounce it. But Kara knows what I meant. Wow.
$15, serve 7.
Dave, you could have never imagined this, I wouldn't think.
No.
Maybe an upset, possibly Mondo Ortiz, and that was not an unforced error. That ball's a ball that hops right at Vic's feet. The official
That's not
scorekeeper.
Vic's fault for moving out into the right position to hit that?
The official scorekeeper didn't think so.
Wow. You need to fire that person.
Wow.
That's number 6 for the whole tournament.
But it's not, though, because it wasn't counted.
Point.
Wow.
As I was saying, Dave, you could see Mondo Ortiz and Vic Perez
16,
maybe
serve 7.
winning this match very close, but this hasn't really been close at all.
No, and what I was going to say is that if you saw every single shot of the first game, you would have to say to yourself, I never, ever want to play against Mondo Ortiz in handball again, because he put on a show in that first game. And I thought yesterday was great. It was just unbelievable. I mean, I didn't even know he can do it 2 straight games like this. And then while I'm saying that, he does it again, left hand, flat roll.
You're saying it was kind of a revenge on Brady moment.
Yeah.
It's just...
You know, Dave, Mondo got embarrassed out here in singles. But I think he took some of that embarrassment and said, I'm going to make up for it because I know I can. And he really has lit it up. I mean, if anybody was going to say, yeah, you know, Mondo is not as good as I thought he is, they haven't seen this. This is just outrageous. I know it's doubles, But even Paul Brady's shaking his head.
All right. 17, serve 7.
This might be the best single doubles performance that I have seen in U.S. Open history. And we thought Marco Chavez won the MVP award a few years back with Vince Munoz when Marcos was playing exceptional. But we've never seen anything like this.
But don't start etching just yet.
No, I've etched.
That'll cost you.
I called the newspaper, actually.
Oh.
7, serve 17.
What did it cost me?
Well, your early etching on Team Ireland yesterday cost you 500 towards Tahiti.
Oh.
So could be looking, obviously fines double the second offense. You could be looking at 1,000 here for an early etch, which is great for me.
I just re-etched. It only cost $35.
Well, I know that the actual etching only costs $35, but the
he
fine.
appealed the short. I saw the ball good. One agrees.
I mean, you pay the $35 on top of the 500, obviously. It's not a package.
Don't use the phone. Don't be on the phone.
A referee telling the line judge, I believe.
Half out.
Don't be on your phone.
Yeah.
I think Paul's going to come out and talk to the referee here.
It's a good lesson for all of us.
I'd like to, this camera, I can't see it here, but who are they talking to that's actually on the phone?
I think the line judge.
Half out.
There he is.
Wow. A line judge actually on Twitter during the match.
Well, Dave, he's following your live tweets here.
That's sort of like a referee doing play-by-play. You know, it's probably
never happened.
Probably shouldn't happen.
That has never happened.
Right out.
I think what happened is our line judge, Greg Tomiason, there was calling in the winner of the game to the newspaper.
Yeah.
Was that a $500 fine?
Not if you're a line judge, it's not.
Oh, that's a nice shot there from. How did the players try to focus on what Mondo's doing, but also know that line judges are actually on the phone? I mean, there was no appeal call being made.
How do you take a backball setup, fall down, and still hit it a half an inch high?
But we haven't had to appeal for 37 minutes.
Yeah.
And yet the players in the game know that the line judge is actually on the phone during a rally.
Yeah.
17,
that makes sense.
7.
Players are very aware of everything, including what you're saying, Dave Vincent.
Hi, Paul Brady. Here's a big setup here. See what Mondo does.
And Emmett with an excuse me punch fist retrieve that finds the bottom board. No points there that inning for Team SoCal.
Well, they
Team Perez
got sidelined there when the drop of water came in the form of
that's right.
The line judge
7, serve 17.
checking his Twitter account.
I know he's not one of my 5 followers.
I can see why Paul would be so upset with the line judge on his phone.
Hold it, slide.
Since Paul hasn't had to use the line judge at all this match. Such an intricate part of this whole doubles game, going to that left line judge
17.
like that. Could be a game changer.
And Dave, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but Emmett Peixoto losing in the 5th place final earlier today to Killian Carroll, 11-8 in a tiebreaker. So you talk about how much handball Paul Brady's played, but Emmett Peixoto and Mondo Ortiz have played just as much.
2 minutes. Scores 8, serve 17.
Probably logging more minutes and more swings than Paul Brady, who is one of the most efficient, economical players in the sport. Emmett Peixoto, as you know, Dave, averages 12.4 shots, I'm being told now, per rally. Paul Brady, 4.4.
Yeah.
So
I can see where you would probably log a little bit more shots per rally.
And then you add a match against Killian Carroll into the equation, who's kind of an Irish Emmett style, and they were grinding, Dave, for nearly 3 hours.
This leaf blower has been brought to you by Simple Green.
The Junior Clinic, Dave, in the back 3-wall courts, brought to you by Junior WPH. We want to thank all of our incredible donors for making it possible for us to host these incredible clinics and skills competitions for kids from all over North America. Martina McMahon and Daniel Cordova, Dave, stepping up, leading that clinic.
Very nice. Good work, WPH. Junior WPH, that is. You're watching the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball, ESPN3, streaming at Watch ESPN app and embedded into racefor8.com. This is the men's pro double finals, where Mondo Ortiz and Vic Perez easily won game number 1 as Vic jumped on top of young Ortiz's back for that first game victory. It's been all Ortiz here as well.
10 seconds.
As Peixoto and Brady are trying to just score some points.
Team Perez, though, stuck on 17 here, Dave. Now 7 minutes and counting. I know that more than half of those minutes have been timeouts, but regardless, they jumped from 10 to 17 in just 4 minutes on the clock.
Timeouts, leaf blower timeouts, brought to you by Simple Green, and now we're back.
17.
We also almost threw out a line judge. Checking his Twitter account. That would be a scandal if it was in the NFL.
Out.
And Dave, is Emmett going to take a nap there? Kind of a strange dive.
Well, I think he's pretty tired here.
Yeah. Dave, I think some of these guys may question whether they want to enter 2 divisions here next year, because I'm seeing some seriously exhausted handball pros walking around the complex here. Robbie McCarthy telling me he can barely walk. His hip. Dermot Nash with a busted bursic.
Yeah, his elbow.
These guys are, it's going to take them a while to recover from this.
This is brutal. And the fans are completely content
Right, 8 serve 17.
in wanting these players to play these 21 game point formats. But
that's
multiple rounds, and you know, they can hardly walk, and they're young in their 20s.
And you see Paul Brady even there couldn't explode up to that ball, and that's a ball normally not only does he get to that, he's there to hit it 100 miles per hour.
17 serves 8.
I think that time off, that extended time, that's when you start getting tight again. You know, that you were talking about the 7-minute break. It can happen fairly quick when you're
I just think
get sore again. Everybody but Mondo.
Yeah.
Look at Mondo. Hits the crack over there. Gets the point.
And Dave, you would have thought Mondo Ortiz defeated Paul Brady 21-2, 21-5 from what you're seeing here today.
And yesterday.
Yeah.
And we didn't see the match before that. Look at Mondo pushing everybody back.
Paul Brady's already thinking about the Venetian, Dave, and the Encore buffet and pool. Probably Club Excess, Dave, where I know that you like to hang out.
Thank you.
There's a half out, 19-8.
Half out. $19 serves 8.
You talk about how hard it is to come in after losing a singles and regroup for the doubles, but I think sometimes winning the singles makes winning the doubles even harder. Now you've had this huge kind of sigh of relief if you're Paul Brady.
Point.
Here it is, match point.
Match point, serves 8.
Mondo Ortiz serving here to take the match. Just barely misses that ace.
Second serve.
There it is. They wanted that, Dave. Armando Ortiz and Victor Perez take down the powerhouses of Emmett Peixoto and Paul Brady, pumping their fists together, and they advanced to the finals yesterday. They come here today and win the title.
2 straight for Vic Perez, Dave.
He's becoming the top right side player in the game of handball in pro doubles. I mean, he's proven it with his track record.
He wins with multiple partners.
Let's go to Kara Mack, who's with Mondo and Vic. Kara?
Great job, you guys. Even the game last night and then coming into this one, just so dominating for both of you guys for this doubles tournament. How did it feel coming out and winning this championship?
You know what? We felt confident knowing that them two played a tough match today, and they played, so we came in here to try firing, and I took advantage of that. And my partner Vic, he took steady, he hold his own.
Talk a little bit about your chemistry. What makes you two great together?
I think I'm more like a diversion on the court. I tend to throw things off, and Mondo's like the aggressor. He's unbelievable with the back wall. He knows what to do on the court, and yeah, I'm more like a change of pace back. I just try to be steady, keep everything in the back court, and generate setups as best as possible.
Specifically, what are you thinking of? What are you trying to do? And these two guys had matches earlier.
I mean, just keep them in the back, just come off me. To me, I'm just like a serve and shoot kind of guy, so I just tend to get first opportunity, just let it loose. I know later on the match they're getting worried, so I just start passing more, play a little more smarter.
Vic, I'll let you take this one first, learning about what you learned about each other. What did you learn about Mondo? Anything in this whole tournament?
God, his back wall is unreal. He just so fast. He picks up everything, and he's probably one of the best re-killer players out there in the Pro Tour for sure. But yeah, I definitely learned to be aggressive in the front court and never give up.
What about you from Mondo, for Vic?
Just never give up, go from Vic. Vic, like he said, he changed up the space, he throw from pass to kill, I just love it as a partner, Yeah. So, out there, thank you for all the sponsors. Thank you, WPH. Thank you, ESPN. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Super Green, Bruce Fabrizio. I appreciate that. Thank you do for handball. Nadia Alvarado, thank you very much.
We're going to have them come on in. You guys are not done here, so we're going to do the whole presentation. Nadia, here you go.
Yeah. I'm going to do the presentation. I know we have some one wall, but nevertheless, I want to tell you guys that we appreciate your talent in singles, but there's no doubt that doubles is one of the games that everybody can play. And that's what in California we all do. We play a lot of doubles, but it's just an amazing game to watch. And having the number 1, the number 3, the number 7, 5, something like that is just awesome. So thank you so much for coming over. And Mr. Fabrizio and I are going to do the presentation real quick so we can go to the one wall. But I'm going to present this to the champions. We're going to do the finalists also to Paul Brady and Emmett Peixoto. What an amazing team, and we hope to see them in the future at the Nationals, hopefully playing some doubles too. At this point, we're going to give the money, the simple green money for the finalists, and you get, it's a $5,000 combined, and for that matter, Simple Green and the Nadia Alvarado Classic are giving $10,000 for the winners. Thank you, Mr. Fabrizio. At this point, he's got the big check. And if anybody wants to say something real quick, I'll appreciate it.
You know what? I say thank you for Bruce Fabrizio for putting us out there, the handball. It became a long way. Thank you, Alvarado, for doing this. This is a long-time dream for me as the ultimate greats that I play in this court. For me being this, it's such a dream come true. Thank you very much, everybody.
And thank you for coming over to all of you. Thank you.
That was a wonderful presentation there, and you could see just how much this meant to Mondo Ortiz, who's grown up watching all of his idols.
We're going to Disneyland after this.
We're going to Disneyland.
And you see the champions are going to Disneyland. Great words there from Mondo Ortiz as he pays respect to Mr. Fabrizio and Simple Green and all the greats that have come before him. And not a bad outing for Paul Brady and Emmett Peixoto either, who take home $5,000 combined. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to our champions, Team Southern California, Mondo Ortiz and Vic Perez. We're going to take a quick break while we transition to the outdoor courts and the one-wall men's big ball final. You stay tuned. For Dave Fink, Dave Vincent, the rest of the WPH staff, we'll see you in a bit.
My name is Bruce Fabrizio. In 1975, I invented Simple Green based on 3 principles. It had to be safer to use, it had to work, and it had to be completely made in America. From generation to generation, Simple Green has been cleaning everything from car engines and tools to kitchen counters and floors. No matter what you clean, indoors or outdoors, clean it with non-toxic, biodegradable Simple Green.
What happened to Vegas? When did a bottle of booze become a mortgage payment and a pool chair a privilege? When did it fill up with $100 hamburgers, designer denim, velvet ropes, and popped collars? It's about time the real people take a stand and take Vegas back right here, right now. Are you with me?
Sign the Every Manifesto at TakeVegasBack.com.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darks there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
Now, when you take the ultimate leap of faith from the top of the stratosphere, you could be our 200,000th sky jumper. An extreme adrenaline rush is just the beginning. You could win a 7-day Mexican cruise, a 3-night stay at Stratosphere, and a Take Vegas Back party package. Put sky jump at the top of your bucket list. Book your jump now at the Stratosphere. Visit stratospherehotel.com for details.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help,
but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Oh, listen now. Can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now. Can you feel the sun? Whoa. 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 Can you feel the sun?
Here we go. We're gonna make some juice.
It's gonna be good.
She's excited. A little bit of kale.
Please don't put this on
I'm putting it all over the line.
It's wet. It needs something. No, it'll go.
Don't break my juicer. Looks good.
You ready to try it?
Come on, baby.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
It's okay.
Okay, all right.
They might surprise you.
Hey, she took another sip. You saw it?
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Play your part in the circle of life. Take time to be a dad today. Visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
What happened to Vegas? When did it become such a never-ending spray-tan, foo-foo poser parade filled with socialites, celebutants, and VIP wannabes? What about the average Joes? The girls next door, you and me. It's about time the real people take a stand and take Vegas back. Right here, right now. You with me? Sign the Every Manifesto pledge at takevegasback.com.
The Tucson Racquet Club is your home away from home. Join us for world-class tennis, handball, racquetball, and the new rage, pickleball. Or try one of our 160 weekly group exercise classes. Want to swim laps or play with your family in the pool? Enjoy our 2 junior Olympic-sized pools and wading pool that are open year-round. Then round out the perfect day with a delicious meal at our restaurant or sports bar. All at the Tucson Racquet and Fitness Club, where Country Club Road ends and fitness begins.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
My name is Alex Garner, and I'm the founder and CEO of U-Mix. What U-Mix essentially is an upper container of juice and a lower container of vodka. These two bottles fit together, and the consumer can easily remove the lower container of vodka and pour it into the juice, and then you have a fresh mixed cocktail that's going to be the absolute best, tasting cocktail out in the market. You can go in different environments. You can go poolside, lakeside. You can take it out to the beach. It's as simple as, here it is, it's ready to go. You mix it. We have 5 really fun flavors. We have a classic screwdriver, we have a cranberry vodka, and then we have some really fun flavors like a pomegranate limeade vodka, a strawberry lemonade vodka, and then a Cosmo Crush paired with vodka. The beautiful thing about U-Mix is that it's really designed for off-premise environments. It's going to be great for retail. It's something that you're going to be able to buy at the liquor store, the convenience store, depending on what state you live in, the grocery store, mass, club, drug, all these different environments, you're going to be able to find U-Mix. U-Mix is also going to do really well in travel and hospitality. You think about hotel minibars, you think about airplanes. This is a product that can be everywhere. Imagine next time you're flying your favorite airline, instead of the stewardess handing you a cup of ice, a 50 ml shot of your favorite spirit, along with a can of juice or soda, she hands you this, and you mix it. We've been working on this project for over 2 years. We've already been out pre-selling U-Mix to distributors and retailers alike, and let me tell you, there is an unbelievable groundswell of interest. People are ready to bring this product on board. They're asking for it, they want it, and they know that people are going to love it.
Get a remarkable clean with non-toxic and biodegradable Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. Safe for all washable surfaces, Simple Green can be used indoors and out. Keep your home and our world clean with Simple Green.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, what's it gonna be? We could ride bikes, skating, movies, zoo, whatever you guys want to do.
Can we just do this?
Yeah. We could just do this.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Get a remarkable clean with non-toxic and biodegradable Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. You can use it straight out of the bottle on tough grime or dilute the concentrated formula to make multiple bottles of daily cleaner. Safe for all washable surfaces, Simple Green can be used indoors and out. From kitchens and bathrooms to living and play areas, countertops and floors to furniture and clothing. Keep your home and our world clean with Simple Green.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I always got to bring me, 100%. The 3 World Players, they always give me a warm welcome every time I'm in California. The 4 World Players, this is one of my favorite tournaments to come and compete, and I train hard for this. And I just want to say thank you, everybody.
I just want to say a little bit more. I don't want it to be one of your team, I don't want it to be one of your favorites. I want it to be your favorite. Okay, so we're going to work on that next year too, but we'll see. Okay, thank you so much. And we got great 3 World coming up, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
And that is the presentation for Timothy Gonzalez, who wins the one-wall finals here at the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball. Let's listen to Nadia Alvarado here.
Well, we're going to do a presentation for the women as well. But just so you know, we have the finals over there. And what a great tournament they're having. So, Taiwan, do you want to announce who they are over there?